Hello and welcome to, or back to the channel, and welcome to another episode of the TEW IX WWE Challenge Run here today, as we continue on the road towards Survivor Series War Games. We have had an episode of SmackDown between Moana 2, and now, check it out, it's been a minute. I had to rewatch it to remember where all the pieces were. The issue with constantly taking long breaks. I'm so sorry again. Oh, Lord. But we are well and truly on the road to Survivor Series War Games. We're going to have a lot of fun, I think. I mean, it's a good stretch. We're into Survivor Series War Games, the November, December pay-per-views, and then Rumble, Chamber, Mania. We're on the road, baby. Without further ado, let's get on with this stop on that particular road, shall we? With another episode of SmackDown. And the show is going to get underway with the WWE Champion, Cody Rhodes, coming out to the ring. And Cody is focused. You know, he welcomes the fans, you know. Another week checked off. Still WWE Champion. Last week he asked someone to step up and Carmelo Hayes did. Such a bright talent in the future of the WWE. And Cody can't wait to go toe-to-toe with him, if that is where this is heading. And he looks on the horizon to the Netflix premiere of WWE. Entering the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, not having to worry about fighting 29 other guys to earn a shot at Mania, because this championship means that those guys are going to be fighting for a shot at him at Mania, and then WrestleMania itself, not having to come in as the underdog, as fighting from behind, trying to take a championship, having a championship in your hands. The world wants. It feels good. When he is interrupted by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on the Titantron, the final boss, The Rock, who congratulates Cody. Such bright plans for his future. But we're not in the future, we're in the here and now. On The Rock show. In The Rock's company, in The Rock's ring. On the show named after The Rock. Ready for a worthy champion. Now Roman, the man formerly known as the Tribal Chief, that wasn't him, obviously, but I know who it is now, Cody. So Carmelo Hayes is not next in line, because you're defending that championship right here, right now, tonight, against this man. As the music hits of Solo Sikoa starts to walk down the stage, big old smile on his face when Cody Rhodes is unceremoniously attacked from behind by Hikuleo, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. Cody trying to fight back, but Solo gets in the ring and joins in the attack. Eventually, they stop because we got to leave the man a little bit okay for this match for a 96. Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa for the WWE title. Solo is well on top. Cody's just got beat down by 3 guys. Solo's having fun, taking advantage of this. You know? He's enjoying himself. He hits Cody with a rock bottom. He hits him with a people's elbow. Solo holding Cody up by the throat, readying his thumb. You know? They've battled. Cody's tried, but Solo taking advantage. Holding Cody up. His thumb ready. Went out of nowhere. Hikuleo, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa attacked from behind by a steel chair by Carmelo Hayes, hitting Hikuleo, hitting Tama Tonga, putting down Tonga Loa. Solo distracted. He goes for the thumb eventually, but Cody, enough energy to duck underneath. Solo turned around, Cody pulls him down. Crossroads. 1, 2, 3. Your winner and still the WWE Champion, Cody Rhodes. He finds a way, Carmelo Hayes coming to his aid to remove the numbers advantage of Solo Sikoa. And Cody Rhodes is still Your WWE champion, Solo Sikoa defeated for an 82, 89 Cody, 58 Solo. Happy with that. Cody Rhodes, victorious here and still WWE champion. As we're going to go backstage to Mia Yim, she's getting ready for a match later tonight. When in walks our Women's US champion, Chelsea Green, and Piper Niven. And Chelsea taunting little Mia. Maya, who cares? You know, obviously at Moana 2, you lost. And I won. It's kind of what I do as a champion, which I know is not a feeling you're kind of used to around here, but I just wanted to wish you luck for your little match later. You know, I mean, as the champion, I don't really, you know, it's kind of like a special thing when I wrestle. You know, I don't just get thrown against just anybody. But you have fun with that. Mia, visibly upset, shall we say, for 53. She's fuming. As we're going to go to the ring for a little matchup between Brooks Jensen of Kiana James Enterprises and Tyler Bate. Last week, Tyler Bate set his sights on the US title, and he beat Grayson Waller in the process. Kiana James Enterprises also seemed to set their sight on the US title. And now Tyler Bate is taking on the newest member of Kiana James Enterprises. Oh god, I'm yawning. I apologise. And Kiana James, me and Brooks Jensen. We're just going to let them go at it. Two young competitors. Well, youngish. Young comparatively to the rest of the roster, shall we say. And we're just going to let them show what they can do, especially Brooks Jensen, you know, getting to kind of show what he can do on the main roster a bit against Tyler Bate. In the end, though, Giovanni Vinci tries to get involved to distract, gets on the apron to try and distract Tyler Bate. You know, Tyler's going for the Tyler driver. Giovanni jumps on the apron. He drops down Brooks Jensen, goes over to Giovanni. When Giovanni has his feet pulled out from under him by Andrade, who decks him and puts him down. Andrade clearly not happy with the defeat he suffered at Moana 2. Thanks to that interference from Brooks Jensen when he originally aligned with Kiana James Enterprises. Decks Giovanni Vinci. Brooks Jensen goes to attack Tyler from behind, but Tyler sees it coming, ducks underneath, drops Brooks Jensen, lifts him up for the Tyler driver. 97 for the 1, 2, 3. Tyler Bate victorious for a 63. 60 Tyler, 46 Watt Brooks. Happy with that. Tyler Bate is victorious. Again, he comes out on top over Brooks Jensen. Kiana James Enterprises not looking too happy, shall we say. Not looking too happy. As we go backstage to Nick Aldis' office, in walks the WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton. And Nick says he heard Tiffany last week. He did. Okay? And he promises her, he wants to promise her here and now, as her general manager, he is going to find a more than suitable opponent that fits her very high standards. He says he's already got some names in mind. He's going to find the perfect person for Tiffany Stratton for 70. Who will Nick Aldis call upon to take on Tiffany Stratton for that WWE Women's Championship at Survivor Series War Games? We'll have to wait and see. But we're going to stay backstage to the men's locker room where Carmelo Hayes is gearing up. He's taping up when the WWE Champion Cody walks in. And Cody thanks Carmelo, you know, for having his back out there. You know, he appreciates it. You know, they had that back and forth last week and everything, but he respects Carmelo as a competitor, as a man, and he thanks him for what he did. Carmelo kind of laughing to him, says, Cody, I want to get one thing straight with you right now. I didn't save your ass from losing that title because I respect you as a man, I look up to you as a competitor, any BS like that. No, Cody, I said it and I meant it. I got next. Not Solo, not no one else. Carmelo Hayes got next on your ass and that title. And the only man taking it from you is me. For a 91, these two men starting to bubble a little bit, but that is for another time because they will be teaming up later tonight, Carmelo and Cody, to take on the Gorillas of Destiny, Solo's little buddies, after the events that occurred earlier tonight. Cody a bit beat up, But he's Cody Rhodes, and Carmelo Hayes is feeling fresh, so I believe them. But yeah, Carmelo saving Cody out of his own, let's face it, purely selfish interest of wanting to be the man that beats Cody himself. Not wanting Solo to take that from him. As we go to ring for Mia Yim in action against B-Fab. And Mia Yim fighting a bit more aggressive. She already fights quite aggressive, but even a bit more so because she's got a point to prove, shall we say, after Chelsea Green and Piper Niven's comments earlier tonight. Getting her anger out on poor B-Fab, who tries her best, but in the end, Mia Yim is victorious. I mean, look at that. She punched B-Fab so hard in her anger that she broke her fingers. She was pissed. Mia Yim was so upset with what Chelsea Green said. She punched B-Fab so hard right in the mouth that it broke her fingers. I cannot stress enough how upset Mia Yim clearly was by all of this. For a 40, thanks to the broken fingers a little bit. 45 Mia, 22 B-Fab. Let's get Mia Yim to the doctor, shall we? She was so upset. Have you ever just been so upset? It might just be a very British secondary thing, but those kids who would get very angry and they'd punch a hole in the wall, or they'd just punch a door or something, you know? That was Mia Yim, but instead of a wall, it was B-Fab's face. Poor B-Fab. Let's get her to the medics as well, actually, get that checked. Jeez, Mia. Let's go back to something a bit more chill. Jeff and Wes, you know? An unexpected tag team. They won last week, though, against Cedric and Ashante. And they're having a chat. They're chilling, getting to know each other. They're not having a smoke. We don't do that backstage. Wink, they can do it later. When in walks... Yes, I noticed, William. B-Fab has some heat backstage because it was felt that her mistake caused Mia Yim to get hurt. Yeah, B-Fab, why would you have your face there? Why would you have your face right in front of my fist when I swag it wildly at your face? How dare you? We're chill, I promise, B. Oh, Lord. Yeah, the WWE Tag Champs, pretty deadly walk-in. Oh, look at this sight. Little Wesley's found a little friend in Jeff Hardy. Ugh, look at you two. You look disgusting. Ugh. Kit, look away. Look away, darling. Oh, my word. I mean, I hope you two are... you know, we're glad you found each other. Someone who can tolerate people of your standard, shall we say. But whatever you think this is, you two together, it's horrible. No one wants to see that. Jeff and Wes kind of just laughing to themselves. And Wes stands up, but he says to Kit and Elton, looks at the titles. He says, we'll see about that. For a 60, Wes and Jeff walk off. Jeff Hardy and Wesley, an unexpected tag team with their sights set on, I'm going to assume primarily hurting Pretty Deadly. Getting a fight them. Maybe even more so than the titles, but Sarah. As we go backstage, and Kathy Kelly has quite rushedly found Paul Heyman. And she didn't expect to see him, you know, haven't seen him since Moana 2, the events of Moana 2, the unexpected turn at Moana 2. How is he? How is Roman Reigns? And Paul says that, look, he might seem a little bit flustered right now, but he's focused, he's determined, he's on a quest, a mission by the tribal chief. The true tribal chief, the original, the one, the only tribal chief, Roman Reigns, has sent the wise man here on a mission, a clear mission, with one thing in mind. I went to him, I asked what he needed of me, and he told me to prepare. For what? To prepare for war. For an 83. Paul Heyman on a mission from Roman Reigns. Prepare things for war. I mean, it was only going to go one way, wasn't it? War. And a war between these warring bloodlines. It seems inevitable. But, I mean, The Rock's assembled his army. And Paul Heyman clearly sent to try and assemble Romans for that 83. Good stuff. Tag team action. Jeff and Wes are up, taking on Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin. Recent challengers and Pretty Deadly's titles. Who nearly did it if it wasn't for Trent Seven. But yeah. Jeff and Wes, they just seem to have this kind of chemistry and connection. Jeff maybe can't do all the crazy things he used to do in his youth, but Wes just kind of does them for him now. Allowing Jeff to kind of chill a bit, as much as you can make Jeff Hardy chill a bit. And in the end, yeah, Jeff Hardy hits Baron Corbin with a twist of fate, tags in Wes, who hits that 630 senton for the 1-2-3. 72, 61 Corbin, 68 Wes, 56 Jeff, 58 Apollo. Happy with that. Jeff Hardy and Wes Lee victorious. Jeff Lee, Wes Hardy. There's a tag team name in there somewhere. I can't work it out. Let me know if you can. But Jeff Hardy and Wes Lee do pick up another victory. This unexpected tag team staking their claim in the SmackDown tag team division, maybe a little bit of sorts. Ooh la la, voulez-vous? Let's go backstage to the Viper, Randy Orton. Kevin Owens not here tonight, but Randy is a bit beat up after the Extreme Rules match last week. And Randy says he didn't have a problem with Kevin. You know, not really. Even when Kevin said he wanted to fight, he didn't really have a problem with that because, I mean, he's Randy Orton. He's fighting is what he does. It's what he's always done. It's how he settles his issues, his problems, calms the voices in his head. He says Kevin crossed the line. And so he has to put Kevin Owens out. And when Kevin Owens comes back, if he decides that's the smart thing to do, if he thinks that's the smart move, if his neck can handle it, then Randy says, well, he usually goes by the Legend Killer, but for Kevin Owens, he'll make an exception. For an 86, Randy focused on Kevin. Kevin wanted Randy, now Randy wants Kevin. It's hotting up between these former tag teams. Yeah, who would have thought, a tag team featuring Kevin Owens would go south? Who would ever have thought that could ever leave with the other person disliking Kevin Owens? I didn't. Most certainly not. Main event time. Cody and Carmelo versus the Gorillas of Destiny, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. Carmelo Hayes does most of the work in this match because Cody was beat up from earlier. Cody trying his best, but when he gets in the ring, the numbers advantage playing in, but Carmelo's a bit more fresh, He's livened up. In the end, we get to the back order match. Cody gets tagged in. He's doing his thing. Hot tag business, battling out. Him and Tama Tonga going at it. Gets Tama Tonga down for the crossroads. Tonga Loa gets in the ring to attack Cody. Carmelo Hayes flies through the air, jumps over Cody, takes out Tonga Loa as Cody nods, thankfully, a little bit at Carmelo Hayes when Solo and Hikuleo run out. Providing the distraction, Solo distracting the ref, Hikuleo dragging Carmelo out, decking him. Cody getting distracted by this. Hikuleo going to attack Cody. Went out of nowhere. Hikuleo dragged off the apron onto the shoulders of Jacob Fatu with a big Samoan drop. Solo shocked at this, looking across the ring as his legs get pulled out from him. Super kick from Jimmy Uso, taking out Solo Sikoa. Cody Rhodes, seeing this, the field clear, picks up Tama Tonga. Determined look on his face. Crossroads from Cody Rhodes. 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes victorious for his team here for an 87. Good match. 91 Cody, 79 Carmelo, 59 Tama Tonga, 38 Tonga Loa. Cody and Melo on top. Solo and Hikuleo trying to get involved, but Jacob and Jimmy of Roman's bloodline providing the advantage. Providing a helping hand for Cody and Carmelo, helping to take out the Gorillas of Destiny here for that 87, as Cody Rhodes and Carmelo Hayes are victorious. And the good guys get to stand tall. Cody with the day title and Carmelo get their arms raised. Jacob and Jimmy in the ring as well. You know, Solo Sikoa's retreated, Hikuleo and the Gorillas of Destiny are down. Solo Sikoa makes it to the back to a very angry looking Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You know, Solo gets through the curtain to the Gorilla and The Rock's just there staring at the screen. He looks over at Solo, very disapprovingly, we'll say lightly, and then back at the screen, shaking his head in disapproval. The final boss, The Rock, clearly not happy with this for an 86. As overall, this episode of SmackDown gets an 87. Happy with that, good show. The pieces moving into place towards Survivor Series War Games. And yeah, you might be able to see the bones of Heyman assembling Roman's team. But it might not all be there yet. You might think it is, but it might not. Have to wait and see. But this was another edition of SmackDown. We got 3 more of these bad boys, 3 more Raws, and then War Games. And I'm going to try and keep up my momentum in uploading and recording and everything. I hope you have enjoyed, though. If you have, please do leave a like and subscribe for more. Whilst I'm on this run of actually uploading videos, you know, take advantage, strike while iron's hot and all that, subscribe so you don't miss a thing, and let me know your thoughts and comments down below, as always. You know, ratings are great. What you thought is kind of what really matters here, though, you know? So let me know your thoughts as we're on the road to War Games. Until next time, and as always, I just want to say a very, very special thank you for sticking with me, first of all, as always. And also, as always, a very special thank you for watching.